On a crisp winter morning, Emily woke up early, eager to start her annual Christmas charity work. She had been doing this for years now, ever since she had experienced poverty and hardship as a child. It was a reminder of where she came from and how far she had come. She made plates of food herself: turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and gravy, all her favorite Christmas dishes. She loaded them into her car and set out into the streets of Los Angeles, armed with a map of homeless shelters and alleys. As she drove through the city, Emily felt a sense of purpose wash over her. This was what she lived for, helping others and making a difference. She pulled up to the first shelter on her list and got out of the car, plate of food in hand. The man at the front desk looked up at her with a hint of skepticism in his eyes. But when he saw the food, his expression softened. "Merry Christmas," Emily said, setting the plate down in front of him. "I made this myself." The man took a bite and nodded appreciatively. "Thank you," he said. "This is really good." Emily smiled and asked if there were any others who could use some food. The man pointed her to a group of people huddled in the corner, wrapped in blankets and holding out cups for change. Emily handed out plates to each of them, chatting with them as they ate. One man, Jack, caught her eye. He was dirty and disheveled, but his eyes were bright with intelligence. They struck up a conversation, and Emily learned that he used to be a successful businessman before losing everything in the economic crash. Now, he spent his days begging for scraps to survive. Emily felt a pang of empathy. She knew what it was like to struggle, to feel like there was no way out. But she also knew that with determination and hard work, anything was possible. She invited Jack back to her mansion for Christmas dinner, hoping to offer him a chance at redemption. As they drove to her house, Emily and Jack talked about their lives, sharing stories of their pasts and dreams for the future. For the first time in years, Jack felt a sense of hope and belonging. He realized that he wasn't alone in his struggles, and that there were still good people in the world who cared. At her mansion, Emily welcomed Jack into her home with open arms. They sat down for a hearty Christmas dinner together, surrounded by candles and decorations. They talked and laughed, sharing stories of their pasts and dreams for the future. For the first time in years, Jack felt like he was part of something bigger than himself. As the night fell, Emily and Jack sat on her porch, watching the stars twinkle overhead. "Thank you for this," Jack said, his voice choked with emotion. "I don't know what I would have done without your help." Emily smiled and put a hand on his shoulder. "You're not alone," she said. "We all struggle sometimes, but the important thing is to keep going, to never give up." Over the next few days, Emily and Jack continued to talk and bond over their shared experiences of poverty and struggle. They found common ground in their resilience and determination to overcome adversity. And as the days passed, Jack started to feel a new lease on life. He realized that he still had purpose, that there were still things he could do to make a difference. As Emily reflected on her Christmas Day adventure, she realized that the true gift wasn't the food she handed out, but the connections she made with the people she helped. She decided to continue her charitable work throughout the year, inspiring others to pay it forward and make a difference in their own communities. And as for Jack, he found a new purpose in life, using his experiences to help others get back on their feet. The story of Emily's generosity rippled outward, inspiring others to follow in her footsteps. One small act of kindness can change someone's life forever, and as the years went by, Emily's legacy grew, spreading hope and positivity throughout the city. And for Jack, he found a new purpose in life, using his experiences to help others get back on their feet. The power of kindness had a way of transforming lives, and this Christmas Day, it changed them both forever.